Hello and welcome to Sabaudi Showdown. It's me, Gonzo. I'm back here today with Tri. Second time this season. I was gonna say division. I think I need more caffeine, but yeah, really excited to be here with you. How are you feeling today, Tri?
Dude, I am hot and bothered by these amazing matchups we got today because I heard we have some very interesting games, especially this first one, which is a what if I'm correct, a Buggy versus Teach matchup, right?
hmm But it's not only that, right? It's basically our recommendations face to face this league because Simon is your recommendation for the season and Jake is one of mine.
Oh, really?
So we both have a bit of investment on this on a
But
personal
it's
level too.
that's fun. That's fun. Let's bet on this.
What do you want to bet?
No, it's okay. I think gambling's prohibited. We can't do
Yeah.
that on stream.
Yeah,
So
it's not
don't gamble,
incorrect, right,
guys.
about it. We are gamble aware and we don't encourage anyone to gamble responsibly or
Exactly what he said.
irresponsibly. So we're good. But but yeah, we're gonna see Jake and Simon face off, and Jake is actually fresh off a really good result, making it all the way to his first serial this past week in Oporto. So yeah, it's he's definitely running hot with the deck, and I'm kind of excited to see him play this matchup too. I've heard that Simon's actually very good. So like obviously you would know. You're the one that vouched for him. So I think this is a matchup where we're gonna enjoy ourselves quite a bit. But before they get started and everything, we also get two more matches today. We're gonna be here for pretty much 3 hours. I'm gonna be here for two games, and then we will get a newcomer to the streaming commentary team. That's one of our players, Jaden, that you guys probably enjoyed the Nami matches of. At some point in the past week that I did some commentary with Rene on, and then Jake is going to be taking over from Trike and staying for the next two games. So it's going to be quite full. And anyhow, back to this game.
Mm.
Um, you know both decks. How are you feeling? Right? What's your
Um,
gut feeling?
yeah, I do
Players
know
aside.
both decks, and I know both players, and that's the most fun part because I played against Jake in Paris, right? And
hmm
we had like we talked about the matchups, we talked about the deck, we had like lots of fun. It was like great meeting him. And he struck me like a really like precise player. Like it was really fun playing against. Like I played him actually in like what was it like 8-1 or something or like 7-1, like really one of the last rounds. And he played really well. And obviously I know Simon. He's like a friend of mine for some time now. And there's one fun thing about Simon, and that's whatever he plays, I can't win against him. Like it doesn't matter what I play. It could be a bad matchup for him, and he kind of wins it anyways. So if I played Buggy against him, I always lost against his teach. So we'll see if he can make this work here as well.
Okay, I see. So he's your nemesis in
Yeah,
locals. That
he is for sure.
that's fair enough. Okay, and would you normally feel like Teach is the deck that you're comfortable playing against?
As Buggy,
Yeah.
yeah. I think as Buggy, I was not comfortable against teach, and I don't know why, but I always lost these matchups. I think I not always, obviously, but over exaggerated, but I think the matchup is favored for Buggy in general, but it doesn't mean that Teach can't do anything. I wouldn't say it's like this 80-20 what people are saying, because Buggy can cheat out bodies for free, right? Like, he lead ability gets used for free, and the 10 cost can be played out for free. I don't think it's that easy because Teach can do a lot with like reduction and clearing, especially with Tempest Kick. And I think Buggy is not in that great of a spot as we think he would be.
No, I think a technical teach player can put them in trouble. Like it basically comes down sometimes to can they find enough tank cost to actually threaten taking the game away by like chaining them one after another. I feel like if they don't see two back to back, they're actually not in that great a spot. But obviously, Teach also needs to set up board in a big enough way to like basically get away with the game. It's
Yeah.
it's definitely very interesting, and it comes down a lot to the events, right? Like things like Sables or Gravity Blade definitely play a huge part on Buggy's plan. And 2K count wise, definitely easier for Jake to counter a 6K swing than for Simon, right? Like Buggy's probably the deck in the meta with most 2Ks, and Teach might be the one with least right now.
I would even go so far and say Buggy's the most consistent deck in the meta because you can cycle so much through your deck. But on the other side, Teach like kind of negates this ability for him
Mhm.
to like cycle so much through his deck. So maybe, of course, you can have a lot of 2Ks, but it's hard to have them all in your hand if you can't cycle through your deck, right? And your searches don't really work in the late game either. So you basically play a body for, and you pitch 2 cards for this body. So one you play on board and one you have to throw away, and then you go low in hand like really quickly in this matchup. And as soon as you rest something, it gets swung into, and it feels it doesn't feel great.
I see that. Well, as a bit of a summary of the early on, we're seeing searchers from both players. Jake chained a couple of one cost searchers one after another and countered a 6K swing with an Alvida. So I guess it's important to not take those free swings early on. Um, it's always a bit weird with Teach because you do want that mixture of enough hand size to defend your board and find your pieces while you cannot expose yourself to an early barges just like ruining your day altogether.
Yeah, makes
Uh,
sense.
Here we
There's
go.
Yeah, I think also okay, we have yeah, we see the 10 cost on curve, so that is pretty good. But what I also think is a decent strategy for either player is I'm not entirely sure, but like you can starve Buggy pretty much, I feel like, because he has to drop so many cards for his big bodies. And if you actually have like a proper setup to remove them, you can just not swing into him and he can't like get any cards. So it's really hard for him to play out cards either. That might be a strategy Teach wants to play. And then the other side, I mean, Buggy can kind of do the same. I don't know how good it is for him because obviously Teach has the ability to search and draw and whatnot. So maybe not in this regard. Like he can't do it, but yeah.
I feel like in general, this strategy when you're playing against Teach always depends on whether they see the stage or not, right? Like you can starve Teach if they don't see the stage early, and you can kind of mild starve, keep them with lower hand resources, force them to spend a card on developing and a card on actually negating your own place every turn, and suddenly there are 2 cards in hand, and that's the point where you can punish them a bit more effectively and set up like a 3 turn clock. But if the stage is there, they're gonna see the card they need, and they're gonna find those cushions to kind of negate your starting plan altogether. So, given it's there, I feel like Jake should not be trying to starve anymore. If that was the early plan, which I don't think it was, right? We did see this is my era of trigger early on, but
Mhm.
to me, it's always a determining factor. That said, I'm like super biased because I'm Reju, right? So they need to start giving me cards really early, and they get to like my experience on this matchup is mostly with Reiju and Lucci and decks that genuinely fold against Teach anyways. But I did find that to be the most successful way. If they have stage, just go for life pressure, hand size that
Mm,
way. Otherwise, take it slower.
yeah, I think I totally agree. I just spotted one thing instantly while looking at the game. So it's all I think it's okay. He has the second 10 cost, which is amazing for him, right? Like he was able to search a lot in the beginning. Um, second 10 cost on board is it's and Simon is on 2 live. It teaches on 2 live, so that could be like really hard. But I one thing I didn't like what Jake did, and that was him swinging 7 before he used his lead ability. I mean, it's a small chance, right, that there is any trigger that negates his lead ability, but it is the one thing that makes him win this matchup, right? And so you probably want to play your cards before you swing it live, right?
Yeah, no, definitely you want to be avoiding those nasty triggers that negate the leader ability. And I actually know for a fact that the two players spoke about this after the game.
Okay.
And Jake learned the lesson without having to pay for it that I know of.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Okay.
So
Fair
it,
enough.
it's definitely something that was important to the matchup, and it's one of those things that you need to experience once before you remember forever, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but okay. Looking at the board state right now, I feel like Jake has quite a few cards in hand. It looks like 5, 6, maybe maximum. He has 2 huge bodies on board, and Simon doesn't really have any setup on Teach. Like it, of course, he has the Kuzan on board, and he can swing twice now. But there's not really anything he can do to remove either of those body, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe like a double Tempest kick, but there has to be a lot of unsearchable cards in hand.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like there's an easy way. I guess we could turn this into an augur, right? That's a -3, it goes to 7. If you have another augur, And a Tempest Cake? Or maybe a Laboon?
Oh, is he playing Laboon? Do we have the list?
We do have the list. Let me take a look.
Yeah, let me because I
It's a lot.
don't think Laboon is being played a lot right anymore.
No, not a lot. This list doesn't play it. I do know that Josh was running some
Okay,
before. And we do have two liberations.
no Laboon. Okay,
He's not. Yeah, that's not gonna be it. That's not the liberation I'm thinking about. Two of the black hole, I guess.
yeah,
Maybe. Okay, that's not gonna be it. So
okay.
we just set up for next turn, and
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was basically saying. There is not enough power to basically remove both of them, and it doesn't look like Simon has enough like removal anywhere to even remove one of them. So it's a bit rough here in this situation. He established a blocker, which is pretty nice. So it's basically one more life in this situation. But he's already down to two. He has a few cards in hand, and he has the Kuzan set up. So if he does it properly, he can probably remove one body next turn and play something big out. So if that is the case, that would be great. Otherwise, he could be in a bit of a pickle here.
ooh, I think he
Oh,
is in a bit of a pickle here,
he
actually.
is a bit of a pickle here. That is nasty. Yeah, okay, that's probably
Yeah.
the nemesis of teaching this matchup, right? Like this is the event you want to play around. That's why Burgess is not good. This is why setting up is so hard in this matchup because the Gravity Blade just denies you everything.
Yeah, that card is very nasty on the matchup altogether. And ooh, going down to zero life is definitely brutal too. I was gonna mention this before, right? Because we did see Jake use leader ability with a gravity blade early on, and I'm like, if I only have one of those, and you know how important it is on this matchup, I'm probably getting rid of literally anything else of my hand to play one of those buggies. Um, so I guess Simon could have read into that, but I'm not sure he had an alternative play. To be honest, sometimes you just gotta go for it. Hmm.
Okay, let's see. I mean, oh, he is on zero life. Uh,
Yeah,
I mean, even if he plays out like one or two blockers, it could be a bit of
I
be
guess
hard. Hmm.
our best play is to 10 cost here and turn that Kusan into another blocker if we have any on trash. But are we running? We're running San Juan Wolf
Yeah, we do. Oh, this is
and
the second
Katarina
time it's
Divon,
finished. Yeah,
right?
sorry.
And Katarina Divon, right? So if we go
Yeah.
Teach, then turn this into a blocker, we basically will survive this turn and probably get a bit of a better window because now we have the Teach to
Would
attack it.
he? Wait, so he denies? Oh yeah, if he gets the second blocker, yeah, he can.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
that's yeah. If that's the case, he might have a chance on playing this. I saw him pitching already two of the 10 costs into trash, right? So this is probably a sign that he hmm, has a bit of a breakdown. Okay, no, that's
Yeah.
exactly what we wanted to see. So we see the San Juan going into trash, the Kuzan getting popped to play it out. Of course, we don't really establish any board. I mean, it looks like he's establishing board, but he has to still deal with like a 12k and the leader swing, which can be like made like what 13-13, like 13-14, something like this. So I guess if he goes like big numbers, the teach can just block in 2k, 1k or something. So all right. It's
You need
probably
to
in a fine
survive.
spot right now.
The Teach is probably going to stay there, right? And now we're going to be on the same spot, but with the Teach instead of a Kusen, which is probably a bit better. If we have, I guess, the fourth Blackbeard in hand.
I guess there's another way in which Simon can lose here, and that would be there's a no Sables it's called, right? Like Sables.
Oh,
Oh no, wait,
yeah,
San
but
Juan,
like
which
San Juan
no
is an 8
he's an 8. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, he gets
or a
crushed.
9. I don't know. It's more than a 7.
Yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
So okay,
because
never
why
mind.
not?
Then it's probably thinking about it, probably Devon is not even the best blocker you can play here. This guy is pretty good against blue, yeah.
Yeah, this is better in these spots. 100%. Oh, yeah, true. We need to do the signature Raoul for the Wolf in a reminder to Jack's classic match into Kobe.
Can we have like a sound bit playing?
Hmm.
Okay, so we see the 13k swing from Buggy. I think this is just an easy teach 2k angle. because whatever Jake is going to do after is either going to cost him a few cards or it's just going to be blocked by Sun 1. So I don't think you will do anything else. You won't block with Sun 1 because otherwise you will lose more than one card. And I think
Yeah.
Simon can notice that because yeah, he's already thinking about it. You can see it in what he's thinking. Because look at this. Like after this turn, if the Teach survives and he can play like one or two Karibo, there's a real good chance that he actually has like a good board established. Maybe he can play another Teach. That could also be really good. And then at some
Yes.
point, the game trips in Teach's favor.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. I feel like we definitely want to see another teach here to swing things around because you're on the same spot on the way back and you still can defend in a similar manner. But uh, this is funny because now Jake has a decision to be made, right? Like that San Juan is a 6K, so you can swing over it basically without having to do this, I suppose.
Okay.
It
But he
still
still
works.
does it, I guess.
Yeah. But if you have even a one cost searcher, just dropping a one cost searcher here can swing the rhythm of the game altogether.
Yeah. Let's see. If there's a second teach, I mean, we know that he has already two in trash, so the fourth one it would be. Does he even run four? Some lists don't run four anymore. Okay, he does still
He
run
is
four.
running
Okay.
for. Yeah, yeah.
So if you have a second teach, this is probably your best play here, isn't it? Let's think about it.
Yeah. Think I don't think you can get rid of either of the bodies, right? So either maybe a Kusan play could be a bit better, Kusan blocker with that Devon, just
Okay.
because you're gonna get a card and you get to recover the San one, but it just feels like
If he can
ooh.
remove one of the things and then play another blocker, that would be probably the best thing to do.
Mhm. So we could that's down to a 7 now. If we have another one, it's a 6, so maybe another Tempest kick followed by Augur, Augur and Doku, but that seems like a lot.
I mean, Jake still has a lot of cards. So okay, this looks like so what has if six don't open? Oh, is he playing Kusa? Okay, no, just two blockers, fair enough. Um
Hmm.
Not the best play, I guess.
No,
I guess it's
we
fair enough though, because Jake is on one life, if I see it correctly. Or is that two?
yeah. Jake is on 1 life now. Yeah, so I guess unless you force him to get rid of Ditch,
Yeah.
you're good there.
Yeah, it looks like there's a chance for Simon here. And if Jake plays something out, he loses cards in hand, obviously, right? And if he doesn't play anything out, Simon might even be able to stall another round. So it's getting to that point, and that's what I think I like about Teach a lot, is that however bad the game looks, it can always come back in the end because negating the on plays negates so much bullshit in the game, like
Mm.
resting stuff, destroying stuff. I don't know, just anything that works against your board. That's not an event, obviously.
Mhm. Uh, that was I think that was a bit of a misplay on Simon. We're telegraphing the Sables. That's gonna
Oh,
yeah,
so the seven. I don't know what
yeah.
did he
And
swing?
now it's
He
game.
swung. Did
I
he swing
think
11, 12, 12?
yeah, that's it.
Okay,
Uh,
so if he can't counter the 12 here,
yeah.
what it doesn't look like he can to 1 1 1 or something.
We know one is a one, right? So that's a 6K leader, 3 cards, best case scenario goes 12. So I
But
don't
then it
think it
wouldn't have
can.
mattered, would have? Like it didn't
No,
matter.
but if you block with the Devon, he needs to he needs to bump the Caribou,
Oh
right? So
yeah, because he gets the Caribou back on hand. But it still doesn't matter, does it?
if he doesn't have all 2Ks in hand, it doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah.
But you're also giving that information away, I think. So I feel like that first swing, yes, it's the Katarina that's gonna die to anything anyways.
Yeah, fair enough. But then again, if he counters with the Katarina there, um, he's losing another swing for the next round, and then might not be able to go for game, right?
Yeah,
So
but with those three bodies, Katarina's gonna go away anyways, right? Because those two 12s, you're gonna give those two blockers away, right? So that those
I
were
can.
champ blockers. I don't think you can survive those 12Ks with three cards in hand, right?
Yeah, fair enough. Probably not. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's me.
Okay. No, but I mean, fair play. I'm not entirely sure who went first and who was second. I think Simon went second. So it means
Yes,
probably he
because we
lost the
did
dice roll,
see.
right?
I do feel like it. I do feel like you want to take away that 5 ton possibility, but I'm not
Yeah, this
entirely
totally makes
sure.
sense. Yeah, I think the 5 ton is definitely the best one that Buggy has, especially because you can play out that what's it called? The buggy, of course. The buggy in that turn. On 6 it's not as potent, especially because if you're able to establish a 5 cost Kuzan before, you can maybe even deal with it. So I would say you definitely want to go first there. And
Yeah.
then again, you could play Burgess's, force out that Gravity Blade maybe, but the Gravity Blade is a little bit late on 8 instead of 7.
Mm.
And just everything feels a bit off. So I think first it is for both of them for sure.
Yeah. No, that does make sense. Well, we can ask Jake, who's on chat, and I think he's specifying the same, that basically, if he didn't block with Katarina at that time, this was guaranteed lethal, which
Okay,
is what we just talked about. So I think
fair
the
enough.
math runs out. He's cool. Jake, can you tell us? Uh, oh yeah, no, you definitely prefer first here, right? You won the die roll first time, didn't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Otherwise, someone would have gone first here.
Mhm. Okay, so
Okay.
double searcher picked up an Alvida, looking for
I
another
always
10
think
cost.
there might be a possibility to negate. Like that's always one thing I'm thinking about as teach is what if I start negating first turn instead of the later turns? Because if they don't find their stuff, how will they play their stuff? You know what I mean? It was I think it was against Dolphy back then when Dolphy was meta, the blue Dolphy. When I started playing teach a lot, that was when I was thinking maybe you don't teach effect during their first forecast because you liberation just anything they play anyways, but you do negate that all their searches in the first turn, which can be like really really good because they just play one card for free and then you start starving them, and
Hmm.
that might be an actual angle you can play against Buggy as well.
Yeah, I feel like there's some decks where you kind of really want to do this. I'm not sure where Buggy falls here. I feel like, it might be down to your searcher stage actually being there. As we mentioned before, if you can guarantee that you're going to find your stuff in spite of spending an extra card early on, it might be worth the cost to, yeah, just minimize the chances they actually see a couple of Buggies.
Yeah, exactly. And then like Jake says, I think the one cost events especially because they got like way more popular in this meta, like the one cost search events, like in GP, for example, or like in Buggy as well.
Yeah.
They're so much popular that the starving method of searching starving is not really working anymore because, of course, they can just search anyways. Right? It's an event, not an on play.
Yeah. Okay, we pick up stronger and we have stage. So I guess in this spot it might have been worth a gamble, but yeah, it's not the same when 50, maybe not 50, but let's assume 80% of the searchers still work. It's okay. Final first Kusan. We already have two Bargeses, uh,
Yeah, I just I think is
two
has to be worth
burgers
it.
on trash, I guess.
Yeah, but he has the Kuzan in hand, which I was talking about before the game. I think Kuzan on 5, obviously, the best play you can do, just because you have a free swing as well as another card draw, um, which is really good in this situation. And you can obviously react to whatever your opponent is doing. So, yeah. Oh, he didn't negate the. Okay, fair enough. Maybe he doesn't have to negate the. Actually,
Mm,
I don't hate negating this turn because what is Buggy gonna do? Like he always goes -1 this turn, but you don't really care about cards in hand, right? If you don't starve him anyways, you don't care. Yeah, I guess it's fine. You don't negate it here. Yeah,
I
okay.
feel like it basically comes down to how likely it is that they have the Alvida. If you know they do, it comes down to, do I want to trade my card for their card? Because
Yeah.
they don't have better plays on 4 than Avida,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
At least while you only have Kusan, so nothing can be removed. So I wouldn't have hated in this case doing it because Alvida was found of the searcher early on. Um, but yeah, if you just swap this and they just drop emoji or something, I guess it's not a deal.
You know what list Simon should have played? Should have played the Burgess Turbo list and with Dressrosa 6K double attack event. You know,
Ooh.
the Rush Burgess.
I guess technically it's a Dressrosa character, so yeah,
Yeah. He
that
can he
might
can
actually work out
it
in the
does. I
matchup.
think he did try it once. I think right at the beginning when he started playing Teach, that was his list. That's why I'm like bringing it up. Um, and you can have like the Kuzan on board, right? And then you pop the Kuzan, get the 5 cost Burgess for free out of your trash, play the 3 cost event on it, and then it's a
Uh,
11k swing with double attack. It can be like come out of nowhere, basically, right? It's so funny.
That is very funny. I'm not sure how good, but it's very funny.
I don't know if there's. I think there's an event as well that gives something banish. Not entirely sure though. So.
It's a one cost one that gives Dressrosa banish. I think one cost plus
But
2k vanish or something.
might be locked to Luffy, but I'm not entirely sure.
Ooh, you might be right about that.
But Dressrosa Luffy or something, because I think there was another. I gotta check it out now.
Yeah.
No, actually no.
Check.
Uh, no, it's just getting banished. Like, okay, wait.
It says
Then this is an
Dressrosa, right?
actual. Wait, this might be an actually idea then. So for next time, Simon, bring a Dressrosa list and then do the Burgess rush and put 6k double attack and banish on it for 4 done. Kinda sounds crazy good.
It sounds crazy for sure. Not not sure about good, but it's a nice Exodia challenge.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
so now,
Alright.
huh,
True. Buggy has a lot of blockers. It might be a bit hard to do that on Buggy then.
yeah, 12
What's
is the
the?
number of them.
That's always one thing I'm thinking about. What's the best body to play out on 5 here? Because Buggy is good, obviously. 10 cost Buggy is not a question. It's really good. But is the Mihawk Croc maybe better because you play a card that saves your board from getting removed?
Uh, I feel like it might be best to establish Buggy first and then Mikroc, but it kind of depends on the setup we have in place, right? So we are reaching the 7th turn. I'm guessing in order to get rid of Buggy now, you will have 3 of that Kusan if there is a Vanagar, right? So that goes down to 7. And now we have 7 done to establish our removal. Best case scenario, like let's suppose 4 are used for the black hole. So you still need to reduce the 3 more somehow on 3 done. So you basically need Tempest Kick black hole in hand, which is not extremely unlikely, but maybe not that easy.
The problem is
Um,
then if you do that, you don't really establish anything, do you?
no, you just have
S-
the Van Augur for next turn, and that's kind of it. And it can be swung into, which will give you hand size, but that might not be enough.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Because if you don't
Oh.
establish anything, that's nice if you remove stuff. I mean, I guess if you get to 10, you can play the 10 costs.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't establish anything at all, you might fall behind. Like last game, right? Like he went to
Yep.
0 really quickly. Of course, if there's no buggies on board, it's a bit harder for Jake to kill him. But then again, one big swing is usually enough to get rid of the one blocker. And then yeah, it's just really rough during late game if you don't have any board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I guess I think I like Buggy anyways, just because it seems like the only reasonable way to get rid of it this turn is through Black Hole, right? And we do know Black Hole is on the list because we have seen someone trash the previous game. And Black Hole kind of negates Microc anyways, right? Because it cannot protect itself from
Couldn't
um
you? Yeah, sorry.
from being having your abilities negated and then getting destroyed.
hmm Yeah, agreed.
So
I think what you could also do.
Mhm.
Wait, did he whiff? No, he didn't. Okay, it looks like he whiffed. Um, I think
Oh,
7 is obviously the turn where you want to play your 7 cost Teach, right? Is there an
yeah.
angle where you just pop the Alvida? Just establish Teach, pop the Alvida. But then again, if Jake plays another 10 cost, removes your 1 Teach, you can.
Yeah,
Nah, probably not good enough then.
no, and I
What?
guess it kind of removes the setup, right? Like Teach will let you recover something to hand, but we're kind of on the same problem where like the 12 can hit into Teach.
But then
And
you have
it,
the thing on the board still, like the
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 Ogre.
the Augur, and you could maybe play second Augur, Tempest Kick, and then you have the ability to clear something. And
Yeah,
then
but
the buggy
that's,
still has to remove your board, and you draw a card each time, right? And then you're not going low on hand.
yeah, maybe, but
This,
like also like the clown kills Teach single-handedly, right? So
yeah,
they still get to develop and play something else. So you're
yeah.
still not that far, even if you remove the Albedo.
But you remove the Elvida, and then you have the chance to remove one of the clowns next turn, and your board. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what he's doing right now, right? Obviously, with 7 cost each, this would have been better because then there's a bigger body, and the 1 cost. I mean, if he has a second. Oh, he has a blocker. Okay, fair. So I think you can, if the 2K swing goes into Doc Q here, you can actually block it. Um,
Yeah,
because then Jake has to swing into the characters with leader and the 12K. I think that's the right play.
you might be right.
'Cause it's like the extra life then again, right? Like 5K from leader instead of life into the 0K. Um, just gives you another card and it saves you 1K. So maybe that's the play here. On top of that, you save the blocker, right? So you have it for next turn as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's a bit like this old school Borsalino concept where I mean, quote unquote old school. It's like from when I was playing Moria a bit. I think Jake was playing a lot of Moria as well. Um, and
Yeah.
you
Well,
block with Warza basically always the first 5K swing, right? Because as soon as your opponent starts swinging the 6Ks into the 6K body of Warza, it's so much easier for you to like save it or like counter out, and it works as another life, right? It's so much better.
it's bait.
Um,
It's very good bait.
it's really good bait, and I think that's what I saw on how's he called? Christian, was it the Voice of Wind guy?
Yeah,
Voice
Christian Corley. Yeah,
Exactly. He made like this with Avoy, I think. I think it was just Christian because they did like their own thing on their leaders, respective leaders. And he made like a Moria guide, right? And I was looking through this Moria guide, and that's what he was writing in there. And yeah, like Moria, was it coaching? Moria coaching. He said exactly that. So yeah,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
okay. He didn't do that, so I don't know. I think that would have been the better play. Now, of course, if Jake swings the 5 with leader or something, he can still block. 6 is a bit awkward, of course, because he still has to pitch a 2K.
Yeah. Or 1K, I suppose. Yeah.
Like, yeah, of course, yeah, 1K, of course. So I guess, but then again, now you see what I mean. The issue is you still had to pitch a card. If you just counted the 2K, blocked the 2K, you didn't have to pitch a card whatsoever.
Yeah. And you would be on the same spot.
Yeah. I'm intrigued that Jake has 2 Don open. Not entirely sure what this is about. I mean, I guess it's level of mellow, but why would you need it in this situation? Not entirely sure.
I guess you might get to save that from a 5 swing if you really wanted to, right? Like if we go 5 at the 2K, you get to mellow and
Oh,
maybe cycle. It
no,
seems
he
like they
doesn't
have too
cycle it.
many
He has
cards for
like 6
cycling.
cards in hand or something. He's never going to cycle.
Yeah. Yeah, then I
So,
guess
hmm,
hmm, maybe you're also representing a different 2K, right? Like some of them are running snake dance. So you could be bluffing that. And it could also be down to Jake preferring to lower Simon's hand size over him taking a life if he goes 8.
I guess, and it's a card that you don't have to leave the Don open for the rest of the turn. And like the next turns, right? You can use all your Don instead of like having it open. So you can use it just as another 2K or 1K or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Okay. But I like the idea of him saving the 2K body from a 5K swing. I really like that idea. Um, so I'm interested in seeing if Simon can somehow navigate out of this because, not gonna lie, the bot state looks much better. He has still 3 life, right? But Jake has another turn before Simon goes to 10 Don. And therefore, like what, like 3, maybe 4 more swings, which can put Simon to 0.
Yeah, and that's with 2 clowns already there.
And should there be a third one? Oh my god, I think they Teach is in a really bad spot then. Okay, but he's just setting up. Fair enough. Oh, ow. Oh, yeah, and I like that those bodies are not being able to be interacted with like by gravity blade. I really like that.
Yeah. Or Sable. So basically, we
Yeah,
are fairly safe from
really,
those.
really nice. So basically, 2 extra life. I really like that.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
it's swingable life, I guess. So if he wants to swing at them,
Yeah. Mm. How many cards does Simon have in hand now? 4.
4? Yeah, 4.
Okay.
3 life, 4 cards. He pops the Kuza and gets one more 6. Yeah.
I
What check?
uh, I'm gonna ignore that and move past it.
That's
Okay,
better.
so
Alright.
so these 5 gets a 2K.
See, again, I think Simon's not utilizing his blockers properly. I don't know
I,
why
I
you would not block here.
I was gonna mention that here, but I do feel like in this spot you don't want to lose one of the San Juans for free, right? So like you're better off with 2 San Juans next turn and 1 life and 6 cards in hand if you play a teach. Than if you get the free block, then one of them is completely gone and you're basically meh. And in fact, I think from Jake's position, I would have like I don't know what's gonna get played now. Maybe we just play a natural 10 Buggy and we're good. But in any other case, I don't hate hitting 5 with a searcher just to force a block before those 2 guys,
Yeah.
and then get rid of the block and take 1 life. This is on either.
But isn't that
So,
better?
mm,
For Simon, I mean, if he blocks and then like so the blocker attacks as basically 2 like as a counter and as a life. Isn't that better
mm,
as if he just takes like 2Ks the life and then takes the 2 life?
I'm not too sure actually. I feel like those two are gonna make lethal very complicated through a teach now, right?
I guess, fair enough, yeah. If he plays a teach now, I guess you could even swing one of them because then you still have the second one. And Jake, not gonna lie, he has like very little pressure right now. If there's a 10 cost coming down now, one of the 10 cost buggies can't attack, and then Simon is also gonna swing a bunch of times at life. On the other hand, there's a Kuzan on board, so if you block and let the Sun one go, you can just get it
Super
back
safe
with
back.
Kuzan, right?
Yep.
So not sure.
Yeah.
I I uh, I would have loved to ask him right now what his thought process was behind this check. Do you know, by the way, what your thought process was behind like these 2 don't open the last turn and this turn? Do you really just leave it open for level of Mellow, even though you can't cycle, or is it just like bait? I don't know. Are you scared to die?
Mhm.
Because I see 2 life and I see like 6 cards and I like okay, so that is just okay. So you're very open with your intentions, I guess. Like very little count. So note that for next time if I ever play against Jake. If he leaves the Don open, even though in a
No
bad spot,
counter.
good spot, he has no counter. And then, all right, noted.
Okay, now it seems like he might be getting to cycle time for cards in hand, right?
It looks like it, yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, he takes the life though, and it's not cycling.
Hmm.
We can't. Okay, he couldn't. It's 6. It was 5 cards in hand, so he couldn't have cycled. Fair enough.
Simon is considering, is this bait or do we
Yeah.
go for it now
No,
within?
he's never gonna go for this. He doesn't have to, does he? Like he's on 10 Don. I mean, he has still 1 Don lying there on the left side, but he's definitely on 10 Don, right? Yeah.
Yeah. If he has a tendon, definitely not have to. But I think if he doesn't have the tendon,
Well, he has to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, he was on 9 last turn, so he has to be on 10.
Yeah, there we go.
He just rests 9, plays a 10 cost. I like that. It doesn't even count.
Yeah, he did forget about his extra don. Yeah.
That's great. He doesn't. He just.
He's
What is this
he's
done? What is that?
he's holding the don too. It's like, yeah, no, we good.
That's funny.
He is on
Okay.
10 though. He is on 10.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
just a misclick.
But well,
ERL.
yeah. I mean, we're like in this situation now where I guess you were on the right. So if he has 2 blockers now, make it 3 with Devon, right? It's impossible for Jake to get through like at all. Um, as well as he has a bunch of swings to go for game next turn. Now knowing that Jake doesn't have a bunch of counter in hand, uh, this is very threatening.
Yeah, this is super scary for Jake. Because like those, even if you spam blockers, right? Teach has plentiful ways of like dealing with them one way or another. Maybe not necessarily through Microc, but even just negating their abilities with Black Hole is enough.
I am so not sure about this. If he swings 7, do we really block with Teach? We take the 12, right? Yeah, so we have the maximum swings next turn, I guess. If he swings 5, we just free block, right?
Yeah, at this point, yeah, there's no reason not to free block that 5.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna free block. He has to. Simon, you
With
have 2 blockers on your board and you haven't used them! Use them!
specifically, you free block with
Like,
Devon, and that way
there was
there's no way.
There
Ugh.
was like 3, yeah, exactly, and this could happen too. Like you played around this so well, like the whole time, and now you don't take the free block. You had like 3 free blocks. It was like 4K counter worth of like cards of counter, right? Like he had like saved, and now you take. Of course, you take it, right? Okay, yeah, fair enough. What is Jake gonna do with the rest of them? Okay,
Doctor
it's just a.
Moji.
So now the love of Mellow is really potent, right? You have the Moji to draw one more. He has the love of Mellow to draw one more. Now it's a bit scary to go for game because you
Mhm.
have to swing your blockers. Jake is making it. He's playing it really nicely, so that it's the most awkward position basically for Simon to be in. Obviously not if he has a black hole here. If he has a black hole, it's just GG, I would say. But in general, this is probably the worst position that Simon can be in, even though he's on like ahead on board.
Yeah, I think he's got to go for lethal this time. Like there's no survival.
But imagine he free block with Devon.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. I mean, even fair, like even if Simon can't go for game here, he's probably able to play another turn if he has another 10 cost and he has a bunch of cards in hand, stage, whatnot.
Yeah.
He might just play it safe, play another 10 cost, swing maybe a 5, swing maybe one of the blockers, I guess. There's no real reason not to. So just empty the hand a little bit of Jake.
Okay. Okay, we might be able to remove that emoji.
Okay, that's also good. But then he's so much done. It's like 7 done worth at least. Ah, now he found it. Now he found it done.
That's it. We got it. We got it.
Perfect.
Uh, I guess if we have a Tempest.
Oh yeah, Tempest would be obviously good. Yeah, you're right. I
Oh
always
no,
forgot
that
about that card.
emoji gets +1 cost as well, right? So it would not be enough either.
Yeah. No,
Ugh.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're
Microc.
right. It's the 5 cost. You're right. Yeah, double
Yeah,
Tempest.
nah, that's not removal. Microc is
Mm,
still there. Eh, yeah, it goes away. That does the trick. Uh, huh.
so yeah, he's just playing it safe, playing on 10 cost. He's in no way to die. There's no hurry. There's no rush basically. Um, did he swing a 5 after the 10 cost or before? Might have missed that.
I think before actually.
Okay, so he just got 1K count out of hand.
Mhm.
Now, I mean, Jake can swing his bodies, and Simon might lose one of the smaller bodies, but in general, probably not. He just blocks in 2Ks or blocks in 1Ks for the bigger ones. I don't see this going anywhere for Jake, in Jake's favor.
No. Oh, we're swinging. Are we? I don't know if I like this actually.
Swing the big one.
Yeah,
Because it's just gonna get blocked, right? Here's no,
it's
taking the
gonna get
life.
modded. Yeah, it's just gonna get modded, I think.
I mean, Jake doesn't draw off the block, but does it matter? Just makes. I mean, I guess if he. No, you never attack because otherwise math is actually. I mean, I hope Simon counted that if like all the Don is like put on the cards properly, then he has a chance to lose.
Mhm.
But like, I hope he has the counter and he counted it properly. Because otherwise, this is a big troll swing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 5 cards in hand. I guess you can get out of like 8k swings. 7, 8. Yeah, I guess you can get out of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, what is it? 9, 9? No. Would be 8, 8, right? Like 8, 8. No, 7, 8, 8, 12. It doesn't really make sense. So he has to get out of 7 and then okay, never mind. Then he can swing at 12. I guess it's fair.
Yeah. I guess quote unquote the question mark would be whether love
Wait,
mellow.
was it on the body?
Yeah, it was at the Microc.
Then I don't like it.
Now 1K. Yep.
2k. Okay, yeah. But I'm not
No,
about that. I'm not too sure.
I feel like it's better to just go alive and guarantee lethal. But yeah.
I think if Jake would have blocked here and he
Mhm.
still has the Moji in hand,
Just replay emoji
yeah, you can just play it again. I
and
mean,
go a bunch of sevens.
no, Jack, don't worry about Simon. He can take it. He's really good at like uh how's it called in English actually? Making fun of other people? Like if they
Banter?
misplay.
Oh no.
It's not making fun, but it's like what we do, like criticize them, I guess.
Criticism. Yeah.
He's really good at that. So he can take
Handling
it as well. He
criticism.
doesn't mind. Yeah, he doesn't mind it, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So he's good at giving it or taking it.
Both of it, I think.
Okay, cool.
He's really good at giving it.
Okay, cool. So you were basically hoping to get some bullets out of this round, and that's why you wanted to do commentary. I see. That makes total
Exactly.
sense.
No, actually, I just wanted to see Simon play. Like his debut, I think it was really good. It's
Mhm.
really nice. I'm really happy
Yeah.
that he's
No, this
playing
is
here.
definitely some very interesting gameplay happening as well. Like I feel like we disagree a bit with the usage of those 6K blockers, but it might also be down to like the bird's eye view of this, right? Like we are playing in both players' perspective, so we also get the value of it a bit better. I don't know. It's kind of fun.
That's true, and all our players are handpicked. It makes this so interesting, right? Like Jake says in chat, this is quote unquote this is Div 3, right? And the players are still like winning series left and right, and like
Mhm.
holy shit. So this is not what you would usually think of like a lower division. It's pretty good.
No, no, we are definitely stacked this time around, and it's gonna be quite interesting to see things going up and down. And yeah, I did give some commentary gold to our chat who is listening around our criticism conversation. So,
Exactly.
all right, first seven swing.
Yeah, this is a
Big
definitely
block.
going for game anger, I guess. But maybe he can live another. Like maybe he thinks he can live another turn if he clears one or two of the blockers, the smaller ones. Like he gets definitely one of them with the 10 cost right here.
Yeah,
Very interesting is Simon just insta blocked like this the small swing. Because I feel like you really want to keep your 4 costs here, or like whatever the wolves there, because you need to have them to go for game next turn, right? If Jake just plays another 4 cost blocker, it's a bit rough for Simon to get through.
it's a 9K swing as well, which is I kind of like it because it's forcing to get rid of one of the San Juans.
Or it's just San Juan 2K 2K could also be. If he
Yeah,
really
but
wants to keep it.
if you do that, then the 6K swing, sorry, 7K swing from the one cost is actually very relevant.
But if he does that and he still has it, then Jake can't play another blocker. And that's maybe what Simon is trying to force here. So you just 2K 2K
2K,
1K.
1K.
But then again, I don't. If he has a. What?
2K, 2K, 1K, 1K?
Oh no, it's a 10K swing, I guess.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a 10 swing. Yeah.
So
Well,
then
ooh.
then maybe he doesn't have the counter for the 7K swing because he countered 1K 1K in the end. I guess he has one more 1K in hand. So he has to block 12 and 7. I think I would always do that. If I, as Jake, have the counter to what? Like, what could Simon go in, like, in clapback, right? He could go 12, 12, 15. He could go 13, 13, 13. I guess you would go 13, 13, 13, right? Like something like that. You don't really play around the 2K in the last life.
No.
So you go 13 3 times. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that would be the correct choice, especially because if Jake takes the life first or blocks with Moji first, he can't draw off of it, right? Because he still has 4 cards. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much enough.
So either we see a second blocker here. Oh no, he uses lead ability. Is that a Mihawk? Oh yeah, it's a Mihawk, right? Yeah, okay. So another blocker, but going down to 2 cards in hand, and Simon still having a blocker. So it's probably, yeah, but it didn't look like Jake had the counter before. Yeah.
No, it's telegraphing
Yeah,
he doesn't have a lot, but now 9 swings do the trick, so I think.
yeah, he just starts with the 9 of San Juan, and then he goes like what, 12, 12, 12, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's fair. I
Actually,
don't.
you can start 9 with leader, and you have
Oh no,
6
wait,
down.
Jake can block and draw with
Yeah.
So it's not math, I guess, because you can go to 4 cards.
Mhm.
But the possibility that he has like 4Ks after getting life and a draw are very slim.
Yeah, very, very slim. And you do get, if you go on 9, you do get to go like 11, 12, 12 as well. So, ooh.
So he does go for the 9K swing. Fair. Jake has to block this just to have a chance to get out of math, right? Oh, maybe.
I guess you can still wait it out.
I mean, it doesn't matter because he. Yeah, it doesn't matter if he blocks or takes it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So you definitely have to block this, and if it's a 2K and from life a 2K and he had 2Ks in hand, there's a chance. Otherwise, he can just scoop this. Yeah, he blocks, and then 13. If he can't count at 12, he can count at 13, right?
That's
So,
done.
well,
Ooh, double break there.
but, and I have to say this was a
Mhm.
good game for Simon, even though we saw some minor mistakes. Um, it was still very close. Like this could have gone either way, just in the end there.
100%. That was a very, very close game.
Which,
And
yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to think whether like that Mihawk was better than Swinging Seven. I guess so because you're bricked up anyways.
I think
Uh,
not. I think not because you make your opponent guess if you bricked up or not. With a Mihawk being played, makes it easier for Simon to calculate lethal.
yeah, that's fair enough. You do get to keep what, 2 more cards in hand, so there is that.
That's
Rowan is
crazy.
not loving this.
That's
It's
crazy.
fine. We
Rosa,
might.
wait, in which division does Rosa play?
It's some of their opponents going on here, I believe, right?
Is it third division? Okay, because otherwise I would have said I play Blackbeard and Sim. Whatever he's playing, I just play Blackbeard.
Are you missing it? Did you miss playing Blackbeard?
Um, I do. I really want to play it. And I think if there's anything getting banned, Blackbeard could be the deck to pick afterwards as best deck in format. Just because it's so extremely unique and consistent and can counter so many of the yellow and on play-ish decks, right? Like the also black decks. What like imagine they get rid of the UP and whatnot, right? Like any decks that kill um I don't know. Like if they it's such a meta shift. I'm just thinking more and more about it. I just can't wait for the weekend, to be honest. To see what they ban.
I it's giving me anxiety, man. Like it's just I don't know where anything's gonna go, and I like my brother just opened a bunch of OP12 stuff that he needs to send to me through our shared friend that's coming to Manchester this weekend, and I
Mhm.
had no idea what to ask for because like you know what, just send me the Sanji cards. I don't know what else I'm gonna be able to play, so like just send me Vein Smoke stuff. It's fine.
That's fair. Um, Jake says it in chat, right? Kaigara, obviously, a really good
Hmm.
choice for the next format, and I think that's the only yellow quote unquote deck that beats Teach. Because I was playing Kit a bunch today.
Hmm.
Today was basically my first day of like actually grinding the set and like trying it out. And I played a bunch of Kit and Yellow Kit, and it felt really good. It felt really, really good. But there's some matchups that you just can't win, and Kaigara is one of them. And I think if Kit gets like up and like if anything gets banned, UP Luffy is probably one of your worst matchups as Kit. If that gets banned or something, then Kit can actually be really, really nice. And then of course, if that's really nice, Kagara can get really nice. And Kagara beats like a bunch of other decks too. It's so wild. Like it's gonna be like all open again afterwards. Ay, ay.
It's gonna be a different story, but I'm excited for it. It's we're getting
Yes.
closer and closer to like fresh new no info formats as well, so that's gonna be wild. And I feel like we're gonna get a lot of really interesting reps within the players in the league.
Yeah.
Just for this, it's gonna be good.
I think bans are supposed to be Sunday, right?
Yes, I think we should be getting them
Sunday.
early Sunday, like after they finish with the whole thing.
Okay. I wasn't sure when the tournament was on Sunday or Saturday.
They usually do it at the end of the tournament, so it should be Sunday.
Oh,
But I don't know. I guess we will have to wait and see
or
because
Saturday.
we just know that it's in August. That's the only information we've had. So,
Chat
ugh.
says, chat says Saturday.
Mhm.
Okay. No, we'll see.
I
Let's
mean,
get
most of
like
chat was saying last week though. So we
okay,
need
never
to be
mind.
cautious.
Okay.
We don't know what's
Okay.
happening. Almost everyone was hyped for One Piece Day, and
Well,
One Piece Day just gave us emo.
we know that chat is a bunch of dumbasses, so don't worry about that.
That's
Just need to like factually know it.
unnecessarily mean.
All right, let's see. Uh well, it makes sense what Angela's saying for sure. But let's get back to the game for now. Um
So we have found one Alvida, which is probably not what we want to see when going first. Like we don't care that much about it. And Teach is just picked up. Was it Black Hole? What was
oh,
the
this
card
is the
we found
first purchase we've seen. This whole best
on
of
board?
three.
Yeah,
Um let's see how long it can stick on the board, right?
it's I don't hate it right now, but I do feel like we definitely had some better things to do. I guess Fordon is kind of a weak turn for Teach, anyways. So this at least piles up some pressure.
Um I think if Teach does go second, Burgess on 4 is probably the best play, right? Like we can't set up anything for the later turns.
Um,
Um but Teach can do a lot of work, right? If, I was just about to say if there's no 10 cost buggy on board, and if it's like a little smaller body, right? Like a what's it called? Croc Mihawk or something, then there can actually be a swing into it. And then Burgess is obviously really, really good for it.
yeah, no, you're absolutely right there. Uh, I guess maybe there could be some place setting up a dock queue and mm, maybe the searcher Lafitte. That this just feels like a good balance of pressure. So it is what it is. Man,
What's his answer here? Maybe he has some setup now to remove it.
six. Yeah, I kind of feel like he has to set something up. I wouldn't hate a caribou either, just to leave there for later turns. But we kind of gotta go through Kusan, right? If we just set Ogre directly, and Jake happens to have a Gravity Blade, that's pretty much the end of the game, I think.
Oh yeah, if there's a Kuzan on board and not a Oh, if there's what's it called?
Another, yeah.
Auger on board, not a Kusan, yeah, then ay ay
I
ay.
I mean, it does stop development, but I feel like with this board, you're kind of okay giving that up. If that's what's happening, right? Because we go straight to nothing.
But I think Kusan is always the right play here, right? Like we do always
Mm.
place Kusan. If we pop it afterwards, we can decide still what to do with it. And then again, if there's a Gravity Blade and we can get rid of Buggy before they Gravity Blade our board, then maybe it's actually fine because then Jake doesn't develop on Buggy anything and Simon can actually develop something the turn after. So
Yeah, maybe.
maybe that's actually not too bad then. Oh, and Jake is on 2 life already, which is pretty quick. We're just doing
Yeah,
work here.
that's 5 turn left. And definitely that's the ogre, I think. Oh no, we have the Kusen. Okay, cool. That's great. That's actually fairly good. It's a bit annoying though because I feel like that big buggy is gonna swing into Vargas now.
I mean, the Burgess is gone. Yeah, if you can't get like, yeah, he didn't have a block or anything. He's not gonna pop the Kuzan here, obviously. So yeah, the Burgess is basically gone. If there's no gravity blade, but the question is like, if there's a gravity blade, you probably still get rid of the Burgess, right?
I don't think you do gravity blade just for Vargas here. Sables maybe. Uh, just delay the inevitable a bit, but I don't think it's worth spending your like wasting your development just to get rid of barges when you have Kusan there, because Buggy might die. So now you kind of have to prioritize playing another body, either a Microc or a Buggy, but you kind of gotta go for it. I feel like the only scenario where Jake would gravity blade here would be if that was an ogre, and at that
Yeah.
point you just negate all board presence. You're on 2 life, but they're also gonna be looking at 2 life themselves and only 4 cards in hand that they need to spend 2 for the turn. So different story.
Yeah, I mean, getting rid of the body here and then just playing another 10 cost, probably enough, right? Like, you do the same as the last 2 games. You just have 2 huge, really strong bodies
Yeah.
on board. So, mm,
5 and we got a con. Oh well, now I guess we can take if we want to.
okay, swing 5 for the leader. Uh, if there's a second buggy coming down, right? Okay, it's not a buggy. It's but the Croc Miog is still really annoying because again we need the. I mean, if there's now a Burgess, not Burgess, how's it called, Auger, and a Black Hole, right? I think it would be huge. You can get like maybe life off Jack. You play another body out, maybe another Kusan,
Oh,
and
you mean a second ogre, right? An ogre from
um,
hand, and both of them from hand, and then recover an ogre.
oh, it's an 8 cost. Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
was a 7 cost. Never mind, that was
No,
my bad. Well, then it doesn't work really well. Never mind. Damn.
no, no,
Wait, couldn't like that sucks. Teach needs like
no,
ability,
no. I'm
like
gonna stop you there. Teach doesn't need anything. Teach
two
is good.
minus one
Teach
on
is
leader
good.
or something.
Teach is good. It doesn't need any more help. We're good. We're getting
Imagine
a Kiryu
teachability.
for a Shiryu as well, right? Soon, which is
Oh yeah, sure
also
is pretty good
instantly a bit. No,
as
no,
well.
no, no. We're good on teach
But
cards. They
okay,
can
okay,
take a
okay.
whole
Level with me here for a second. Teachability, trash one for leadability, and then
match.
do minus one on something. What do you think?
Okay, so you mean buffing teach to do exactly what it does right now, but also -1 on something?
Exactly, but if you want the minus one, you need to trash something. So if you would if you would to need it in the early game, you would have to trash something.
Okay. Hmm.
So it would only help you during the late game in the turns where it's actually needed. Which is buff teach. Like actually he kinda needs it.
No, no, he There's not. He did. We
Okay,
don't need more and fun. I don't like my decks to be lying to myself and my opponents, where
okay,
the on plays don't do anything. No, no, no.
okay.
We're good. We're good.
Okay, I guess I take it back then. Let's have another meta with 4 Hodies and another
Yeah,
another 6 leader who plays 2 9 costs on 5 Don. Like, okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
that's good.
Teach is the problem. Okay,
It is. It
gotcha.
is. It is the problem. It is the problem. And giant. But well, that's a different story.
Oh no, Giant is balanced. I don't know what you're talking about. Come on.
Mm,
Okay, maybe let's get back to the game. Let's see what
yeah.
Simon is gonna do in this turn to get rid of at least one of the bodies, which would be really important. Because I mean he's going to 10 next turn, which is obviously the turn he wants to play his 10 cost, freeze the 10 again, and then start swinging forward again for life again. But we see now that Simon went second again, his development is not even close to being as good as last game, right? And Jake is just so much further ahead.
Yeah. It's scary because 2 life where we're standing and we cannot drop the tendon and we have like protection for the world at the expense of one brick that Jake probably has in hand. This is looking a lot harder.
Yeah. There's the wolf. We get him on board, but I think at the same time last game we had like 2 on board,
Yeah.
and then we were going to 10. Hmm.
Yeah, this is looking a lot more tight, I think.
And he had his Kuzan on board as well, right? And
Yes.
he barely won. So this looks rough. I mean, he still has what, like 7 Don left or something? But then again, what can he still do with it? Play another. Okay, goes 7 leader. Maybe tries to actually force his way through here. That could be a plan, I guess. And then plays another Kuzan. Oh no. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, never mind. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. He's the best player in the world. He has 3
That,
bodies and what? 3 blockers, 3 life. This guy's amazing.
that is very, very rough. And still for cutting hands.
He's building the great wall of Blackbeard.
100%. We hold on. Did we do leader ability?
After he passed.
Okay, cool.
But still.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, this could
Hmm.
end up really badly, really quickly.
Okay, this is interesting that he. Okay, no, he decided to first take. Okay, I would have taken the first, but whatever. Okay, fair enough. I hope. Wait, 5? No, Jake didn't swing the 5 yet, did he?
Oh no, then we didn't leader
Oh
ability.
no, he
That was
didn't do the
swing.
leader.
Yeah.
He used the 1K for the leader swing. Why didn't he free block? Wait, he did do leader, but he just didn't show. Oh no, I'm confused.
I am confused. Did we? I don't think. Okay, so math wise, he had 4 cards in hand previous turn, draws 1 up to 5, Kusan up to 6. He played 2 cards down to 4. I don't think he did leader ability.
But what did he pitch? Maybe he did it in the beginning of the turn, then he like idled so much that we forgot about it.
Yeah, it's
I don't
possible.
know. I,
That's
I guess. But then again, I'm mad that he didn't take the free block. Because then the 7 would have gone into the San Juan, maybe. He had only 2K and he didn't have to take the life. And then the 12K could have blocked with the Caribou. It's so much cleaner.
yeah. Yeah, I
I
feel
have
like
to have a word with him
that's
like after this.
definitely
I
going to
have to
be Simon criticism from you next time
yeah.
around.
Gotta have the word with him. Have to sit him down, be like, brother, look at this. This can't be
Yeah,
happening anymore.
yeah, we
You
got
had
a
a stage in your
blocker.
life where you have to take the free block. Is the best play 10 cost here? Probably, right?
I think so.
The 5
Yes.
is just gonna get blocked, right? Like if he swings 5, it's just a free block.
I think it's if there is a free block now, we are also facing the possibility of 2 11 swings, right?
I guess. He has 5 cards?
5 in
4 cards
hand.
in hand? Yeah, something like
5
that.
So it's kind of a bit tricky. I do feel like that 5K is gonna eat a counter away. See, that's what Jake's thinking about right now. Okay, free block. Fair enough. I respect that. I don't think it's likely that Simon will go 11 twice now, but I wouldn't necessarily hate it either.
Do we know any cards from Jake's hand? That's, I think, one of the most important questions because he didn't cycle at all this game. So 11 twice is actually not a bad play. I don't hate it. I actually don't hate it at all.
Yeah. I mean, if we have another 5k blocker, maybe, but it's very, very, very tricky. Oh man, this is some very interesting combat math there.
We know he has a 1-2K Jetsas, so but that doesn't tell us anything, I guess. I mean, it's nice to know, but 1-2K, we didn't see much 2Ks fly, one on board, one on trash, maybe two on trash, whatever, I know. And then he goes 11-11. Jake needs what, 3 2Ks, 1-1K? Which is not too
No,
far
pretty
away, I
strong.
guess.
Yeah, you need 4 cards with 2 bricks. It's kind of complicated.
Is there any world where he just plays a 10 cost, freezes one of the 10 costs, if he has it, of course, freezes one of the 10 costs, swings 1 6K at life to like ease up a bit? Because
Mhm.
then what comes back? A 12, a 7, and a 5 comes back. So 12, he takes. 7, he blocks. 5, he free blocks. Right? So we're good. So we could play a 10 cost and then clap back next turn after we swung 6 at his life and got another card from his hand.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We did get rid of 1 10 cost. No leader ability.
Now
And
is
we are
leaderability, yeah. I think I would always play the 10 cost, yeah. Hmm. I'm just thinking if there's any other lines Jake could take to,
ease this up.
yeah,
Get over
to
the
like,
10 cost.
yeah, exactly, to actually win or make it a safe win for him because I don't, if there's a 10 cost, I don't see Jake winning this game anymore.
Okay, we freeze one of the 12k, so we go 12 5. I mean, Kabaddi can swing, right?
Yeah,
No,
okay,
it's
we see
just
the
the
10
1k
cost.
though.
So let's see how Jake weasels his way out of this. It's a bit annoying that Simon hasn't seen a single black hole in all of these games because there's have been so many situations where black hole just would have given him like board advantage or like negated a blocker, made the going for game easier, whatnot, right? I'm not
Mhm.
entirely sure if he just hasn't seen any or if he just doesn't value them as high in the matchup.
I feel like we did see some in trash early on, but also it's kind of annoying because it only does the trick late, and you don't want the brick in hand. And mm, I'm not,
True.
I'm not too sure you can prioritize it early enough.
And the problem as well is it's wait, what do I want to say? Oh, I guess if it's hmm, no, I lost my train of thought there.
I cannot help you there. I don't think I can read your mind that far
No, I
ahead.
have no
But
idea
yeah.
what I wanted to say. That's crazy. But I guess no. What I want to say is he doesn't only play two anymore. I think before was like three, at least in every Blackbeard deck because also for the mirror. But
Mhm.
now because it's only two at max, sometimes you don't even see like as little
Um,
as
one,
one or
one.
one.
I think one is somewhat common nowadays, but like,
Yeah,
ugh.
but that just makes it so much more important to have in your hand, right? Like because it's you're never gonna get another one like throughout the games. So just block in 2K here, or block on 1K, whatever. Then
Mhm.
you have like block in 1K, please. You're never gonna like get rid of one of your blockers here. Never. I mean, I guess if he has like if he's bricked, right? Like, but I don't think he is.
No, I don't think there's a need to do that. And he has four in hand now.
Is he thinking maybe that Jake just splits the Don on leader and one cost, and therefore
Yeah.
get rid of both of his blockers? Maybe he's scared of that, but even then it doesn't matter because if he just blocks, Jake is always going to get rid of both of them anyways.
Mhm.
Hmm. Wait, maybe he can block this. If he doesn't have enough counter, he could block the 12 with one of the San Juans. And then what can Jake throw at him again, like an 8-8 or something? Because
I,
6 and 4,
I guess if he
8-9.
blocks, you just go everything on leader, right? So that will be 13. And then if you get a 2K, you just go for it. Mm.
Oh, I think we're on the same page because I mean, like, if Jake tries to get rid of both of the blockers, of Simon's blockers, right, he would split the Don on his Buggy and his one
Mhm.
cost if he thinks Simon is so bricked up that he can't defend them.
Yeah.
So he would go 8-8 or 8-9. So Simon has to have like a 2K, 1K to at least save one of them to actually have a chance to go for game here.
Yeah, that's kind of fair. Do we actually get through it? We do have quite a lot of counters, so I think we should be mostly alright. I guess the question now is, do we want to guarantee we get rid of one of them by going all on leader? Or do we want to go 7,
Okay. He puts
8?
5 on leader. So he's
Yeah,
definitely going to get rid of one of them, I guess.
that's 9. That will get rid of one. And now maybe play emoji. Or,
Oh, if he has another blocker.
yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, it was 4, you're right. So if he has another blocker,
Yeah.
yeah, it's over, right? But if Simon has the counter, or had the counter, this is rough. This is rough. If Simon doesn't have any black holes, there's no way he wins this, right?
No, even with a black hole is kind of difficult, right? We have 5 cards in hand plus the life. So if you black hole one of the blockers, there's still the other one. And you need to connect twice splitting, right? So you need to split as evenly as you can.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But 4 cards in hand, one potential draw of the blocker, one life.
yeah,
This
no,
looks pretty
it's
cooked.
not ideal. And me croc to protect as well. So like you cannot really KO the blockers. Whew.
Well, you could do double black hole, I guess.
Yeah, but then you only
Yeah.
have 2 done up.
Yeah. And swing like what, 6, 7, 12.
Yeah, no.
It could work.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't black hole it,
You
so
can.
it's not getting destroyed, but the blocker effect is getting negated, basically.
That's it. It's just turning it vanilla.
Exactly. So you can swing. The best interaction in this regard is though if you black hole a yellow kit blocker that's been stood up by the lead ability,
It
it
doesn't do
doesn't lose
anything.
blocker
Yeah.
because it's not the key word that it loses, but more so it's like a sabo effect that's like put on the card, right? You can't like remove that. That's a really
Yeah.
nice interaction.
Black hole basically like wipes the text of the card.
Yes,
Anything that has been added stays there.
exactly. This man knows what he's talking about. Okay. Simon takes another 10 cost. Is there ever an angle where he lives another turn? He freezes 110 cost, and then what? Jake has potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings. Depends on how much counter Simon has.
I don't think you can leave another turn
He
if you
has
use
to use
leader
leaderability,
ability.
right? Just
Yeah.
because like buggy is still a thing.
Yeah, with 2 cards in hand, basically an 8 is all by but guaranteed, right? Because like it's extremely unlikely that you have 2 2Ks at this rate.
I guess it's very
Uh,
unlikely, yeah. Do we know any of the cards? I guess no.
yeah, that's very easily the free block.
Yeah. Which is a 10 cost, and we try to hold on another one, I guess. But it's never gonna get better, right? Like Jake can just swing his 12-7 leader and then just play another blocker if he wants to, even just
Yeah.
turtle up more. It's just gonna go worse and worse for Simon, I think, at this point.
Yeah, it's very not ideal. And if we start with 8 bases, right, that basically means you get 3 blocks, but you're not gonna get the free block of the other two. So one on there, 3 dons, and then we have 6 left. So we could go 8, 8, 8, 12.
Yeah, yeah. So he can't take any of the easy blocks. Yeah, I'm not saying free blocks anymore. I know people are drinking alcohol in here because of it. Not gonna give that to them.
Okay, so that's 7. That's a bit more fun.
Well, a 7. But even then, if he just 2K 1Ks, it's over because he can still go 5, 12,
Oh, no, no, no.
6, 6,
2K,
right?
1K is definitely not it.
No, he
Uh,
can't. He can't.
free
I mean,
block.
he has to take the free block here, basically.
Yeah, yeah, he doesn't really have a ton of moves.
He takes it. No, he has to. There's no way around it. Yes, exactly. Know your limits. Don't drink and drive. Take it slow. Drink some water in between. Think about tomorrow as a working day. Your boss won't be amused if you come drunk into the office, but it would be fun for you.
Oh, this is fun actually. There are so many windows to mess up on defense right now.
You always go 12 here, right? It's a
I
free swing.
so like hear me out.
Okay,
I don't hate going 5 here with
5.
leader.
Let's think about it.
I feel like
5
the
would be
12 is
one card,
fine.
right?
But if we get one card out of it, you can swing
That's
2 5s with
13.
the other guys as well.
He goes
And
13.
yeah,
What is that about?
2K. He's testing for the 2K.
Is it just to take and like wait, where are my Hearthstone people at? Is this the bottom right, buddy? Angler? Does anyone know that phrase? Otherwise, I look pretty stupid now. Okay, he has the 2K,
2K,
1K, so he
1K.
tried to go for this. This is actually a very interesting angle, but it still doesn't win him the game. Right, there's probably no black hole left.
No, I mean there might be one if you
Oh,
find
he
it.
does have it.
Yeah,
Okay, so there is a way to win for him though. I guess. I mean, it's very unlikely, but he negates the
Moji.
draw one exactly, and then what?
Yeah,
He goes 11, 12, 12.
yep,
So if Jake can count out of 11, I guess
he's
that's
good.
it.
I guess if he can counter out of 12, he just
Yeah, you
takes the
take the
11.
yeah exactly.
Oh man, that previous turn was wild though.
Yeah, no, Jake, I totally agree. I think this was actually the right course of action you did there. And you could have gotten lucky if he doesn't have 2K, 1K in hand. You could have even gotten the body as well. There's no thinking about it, right? You just go 12. Yeah,
Yep,
block and then go another 12.
does he have it?
Now we see
2K,
2,
2K,
2,
2K,
11, 12,
12,
13.
13.
All right.
Yeah,
How much counter did you have in your hand, Jake, after this? I want to know. Holy, this looks really no counter. Your life? Okay, your life for a break. So fair
my
enough.
life
You
was a break.
basically counted for this. So that's fair, I guess. But still, very close game. For a third game, crazy, crazy serious.